First up in our tour of Gujarat's World Heritage Sites is the Historic City of Ahmedabad. Founded in 1411 as the capital of Gujarat, a purpose that it actually still serves today, the old core of Ahmedabad still exists in many places. The highlight here are the Pol, clusters of houses that serve as tiny neighbourhoods in their own right. Complete with houses, shops, walls and gates, the Pols were originally created to stifle religious tensions between Muslims and Hindus. These days, the Pols serve as little reminders of the city's rich history. Ahmedabad is also home to several fascinating temples and mosques, most of which are still in use. Next up is Rani-ki-Vav, or the Queen's Stepwell. So, stepwells are a type of underground water storage facility unique to this part of India. Rani-ki-Vav is one of the largest and probably the most beautiful. It was built in around the 10th or the 11th century, and it reaches an impressive depth of 27 meters underground. The walls and the pillars are all covered in intricate decorations, some of them religious and some of them secular, but they all have incredible detail and artistry. Interestingly, the carvings on site are all original and in mostly pristine condition too, as the stepwell was buried by river silt centuries ago, and it was actually only rediscovered in the 1980s, which is really cool. Last up in Gujarat is a combination site, the Champaner-Pavagadh Archaeological Park. This site has two components, a Hindu pilgrimage site on the Pavagadh Hill and the nearby historic city of Champaner, dating back to the 8th century. For our visit, we chose to focus on Champaner, where most of the buildings date from around the 15th century during a period of Muslim rule. Here you'll find a series of impressive mosques, temples, city walls, tombs and terraces. The enormous Jama Masjid, or Congregational Mosque, is particularly impressive, built in a very typical Indian Muslim style and quite reminiscent of the buildings that we saw in Agra and Delhi. There's also large sections of the city walls and the gates remaining, which were a lot of fun to explore around. Nearby, you can also find some royal pavilions and of course stepwells too, many of which are beautifully decorated and in great condition.